Hey guys, Big John here. So yeah, anyways, I'm reading a lot of stuff on Facebook there and a lot of the fishing forums. And there seems to be a lot of confusion over what's needed to fish Canadian and U.S. waters and all that stuff. So anyways, it's been a gray area my whole life, and every year it changes. I'm going to explain to you guys the way I see it, and from what I've gathered from reading the articles and talking to various customs officers and stuff like that. So basically, right off the bat, you need if you're fishing Canadian waters, you need a Canadian license. If you're fishing U.S. waters, you need a U.S. license. So there, that part's done and out of the way. So now, when a Canadian is fishing U.S. waters, you must have your passport on you, the U.S. fishing license. And from what I gather is, as long as you're not anchored or touching bottom or on any inland waters or docked, then that's all you need is your passport or Nexus, your American fishing license. But the minute you touch ground or dock or anchor's considered being on American land. So you got to respect that. So now it's really confusing, and I never knew this till this year. You know, I fished this river for years, and I guess it's been around forever. But so the way I gather, the way it's supposed to be on Canadian waters, I'm Canadian. So let's say I'm hopping on the boat, I'm going over to U.S. waters. I better make sure that everybody on my boat has a passport and or Nexus card. When we come back onto Canadian waters, right before we come back on the Canadian waters, we're supposed to report to the CBSA reporting service. And even if you're, you know, back and forth, they're saying that every time you come back to Canadian waters, you got to report to that CBSA. And then it's under their discretion whether they physically want you to meet them somewhere or got to go to a CBSA site for them to do an inspection. That's under their discretion. There's a $1,000 minimal fine for not abiding by this. So to make a long story short, what I would do is every time you're flirting with Canadian American waters, I would call the CBSA and just, you know, tell them your situation. So yeah, anyways, what I was saying, guys, is when you're dealing with these CBSA officers and the American officers as well, and or any authority on the waters, don't give them a hard time, because you know what, they're only going to make your day worse. I mean, they do have a lot of authority, and when you start to challenge them, you know, it's what I'm trying to say is talk to them. Don't make yourself have a bad day. If you say the wrong thing, you know, it's just, you're going to be tied up longer, and at the end of the day, they could send you back and refuse your entry into their into their country. Anyways, guys, cheers. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I love yous. Stay positive. Stay strong. Don't be negative. Take care.